We have PKD Nambiar also joining us from the BJP. We have Charan Singh Sapra staying with us from the Congress. This is the second arrest in fact, in a matter of months that a minister has been arrested. Multiple raids carried out in the past few days, leading to the ED picking him up earlier this morning, taking him to the office, questioning him for hours, and finally they have put him under arrest.
Is this questions to me?
Yes, Mr. Nambiar.
Well, Divya, you need to understand that an enforcement directorate arresting a senior minister and a senior leader and a serving minister, that shows the seriousness of this particular case. You need to understand it is not just typically and simply a money laundering case. The people who are aligned to this is like the Dawood Ibrahim. So such kind of, nobody will, if a leader is arrested, if a current serving minister is arrested, unless and until the agencies have the strong proof, they will never take such kind of an action. And I am sure that in this case, nothing is going to be, the agencies will not give any kind of a room for just to create some kind of a political exit for these people. This is all a political vendetta. But I am very clear that the people should have in politics should have some kind of a propriety, some value system, and I think that is missing in the Agadi government. As you said earlier, that this is the second minister. The serving two ministers have gone, one the home minister and the second minister. Both are coming from the NCP. This shows that there is a spelling mistake or a major spelling mistake in the Maharashtra government, and this serious charges. This is something like an anti-national, doing business with anti-national elements. And do you think that an agency of such a repute of an enforcement directorate will ever pick up a serving minister unless and until they have a very, very strong clinching evidence? I don't think, there is nothing called as a political vendetta in it. I think the law agencies should be given a complete freedom to work and give enough proof in the court of law and convict the people who are actually doing wrong.
Right. Mr. Nawab Malik has been very vocal, whether it was regarding the NCB in Aryan Khan's case, also very vocal about Sameer Wankade as far as the situation has been. But this time around, he has been the one who has been put into questioning. He said that he will win and that he will not bow down. This is what he said before he walked out of the ED office today. But what can we expect in the court today?
Well, I'm sure that this is, of course, what will a leader who has been caught by the police or arrested, he will say that he will definitely try to play the victim card. But I am sure there is no doubt that unless and until these agencies do not have such kind of a clinching evidence, they would not have gone and picked him up. And going in the early morning or in the late night, and agencies do have their own systems of tackling a case, and that these agencies are very, very professional agencies, and just putting it up that he was going against the central government. And of course, any political leader will definitely have different comments on their opponent. That should not be a matter of discussion when it comes to having a solid evidence against him and when the agencies picks up. And of course, we all know that his son was involved in some kind of a drug case and he was also behind the bars. But there's a separate issue altogether. Here we are talking about, if at all, if there is, he or his family has been involved in this kind of a land or a money laundering activity, which is also connected to Dawood Ibrahim, which is, of course, need not to say anything about that. It's the biggest crime one can do, and especially a serving minister. So I think this case should be looked at in the merit rather than politically connecting it.